Hi everyone, this recording is going to show you how to get the image files from the textbook's website and to create a simple program with pictures. So first we're going to download the files. If you're following along, open up your web browser and you're going to want to go to www.aw-bc.com/gaddis. That's Gaddis. This address is also found in a number of places in our book. Click on the link that says Companion Website for our textbook, and then choose Student Resources. Over on the left, you'll see a number of options. The one we're interested in right now is Media Files, and I'm going to download Media Files 2. I'm going to save it. And then to make my life easy, open containing folder. Now it doesn't matter where you store the file, but we do need to unzip it. So if you double click the folder, once you find it, then you'll see the unzipped version here. I'm going to copy the unzipped version to my desktop. And then once that's done copying, I will close the browser. Okay, so double click the media files folder. And you'll see a bunch of folders. There's a whole bunch of different pictures in here. I'm not sure which ones I want to use, but I'm going to try the miscellaneous folder and see what's in there. Some of these could be useful. Like, how about we get the rocket? So I'm going to right click on the picture, copy it, right click on my desktop and paste. And I'm going to back up. Let's see if I can find something else to go with the rocket. Maybe I should have gotten Media Files 3. How about a light bulb? Okay, so now we have a light bulb and a rocket. Now open Visual Studio, create a new project. I'm going to call this one Graphics 1. Of course, we want to delete our files. And add a new source file. I named mine graphics1.cpp. You can name yours however you want. However, I am going to post these on GryphonGate, and that is the file you should look for this example. Okay, so images require two steps. The first one is loading, the second one is pasting. The way we load an image is with the db load image command. And it takes the file name and an ID. The file name has to be the same as your file name for your image. So let me double check and see what the file name is. I'll start with the rocket, which is rocket.bmp. And the image ID can be any positive number. The only thing is you don't want to repeat the same ID multiple times for different images. So if I give rocket the ID of 1, then I'm not going to give the light bulb that ID. I'm going to comment this line of code. And then we paste the image. That command is db paste image. It needs the image ID, which of course is 1, and then x and y coordinates. I'll start with 100, 100. Now there is one more step we need to do. This program will compile and run just fine. So we get 1 succeeded, 0 failed on the compile. But when we try to run it, there's no rocket. Well, we got to fix that. And the way to fix that is to move the rocket file into the same folder as this project file. So I'm going to minimize Visual Studio and then double click My Documents. Here, let me move this where you can see it. And then I'm going to double click Visual Studio 2008 because that's where my project is stored. I'm going to double click Project. I'm going to double click Graphics 1, the project we're just working on. And I'm going to double click Graphics 1 again. You want to find the folder that has the C++ file in it. Now take your image files, go ahead and move both of them. And move them into the folder. For now I'm just going to minimize the folder, go back to Visual Studio, and run the project again. And this time the rocket shows up. It is possible to have the images somewhere besides the same folder as the project, however it's a lot harder that way. The easiest thing to do is just make sure you always copy them to your project folder. Let's add the light bulb to this project.